12,000 feet? No way. Who said that? Forget that, buddy. That's not gonna work. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay. What an idiot. It's a Cessna. That was pretty close. I mean, kind of. We are in Wick, Scotland, and we are gonna fly down to Edinburgh. So today we have precipitation above 5,000 feet, based on what I checked. So we should be good, as long as we don't hit that altitude. There are taxiways here, or my charts don't show taxiways. Interesting. Power set at 2800 RPM. Oil temperature and pressure, vacuum ammeter, fuel flow. That looks good. Okay. Parking brake release and takeoff power set. Airspeed active. Positive rate. Flaps up. 12,000 feet? No way. Who said that? Forget that, buddy. That's not gonna work. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay. What an idiot. It's a Cessna.
Scottish Center, Roche Charlie Alpha 012. Request minus 8,000 feet. Roche Charlie Alpha 012 request denied.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. You know what? Forget it.
Scottish Center, Roche Charlie Alpha 012 would like to cancel IFR. Roche Charlie Alpha 012 IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Wick approach Roche Charlie Alpha 012 was time Cessna Skyhawk 4 miles southwest of Wick. Request flight following. Roche Charlie Alpha 012 Wick approach. Squawk 4575. Squawk 4575 Roche Charlie Alpha 012. Roche Charlie Alpha 012 radar contact 4 miles southwest of Wick 2,200 feet. Altimeter tree 0.21. Copy Roche Charlie Alpha 012.
That's what happens when we rush into things. Like, I just noticed that it even shows a different flight path than what I have on Navigraph. So I don't know why. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually let the level out. And I'm gonna actually select my waypoint, direct waypoint to Aberdeen VOR, which is ADN. Okay, that's good. And nav. That should take us to where we're supposed to go. Alright, now we are on the right track. I don't know why it loaded the wrong flight plan here. I logged the same flight, I logged the flight on SimBrief, and I basically imported it to Navigraph and SimBrief, Navigraph and Sim Toolkit. So I don't know why flight sim it even showed it the correct way in the pre-flight screen. You know, when you load the FS 2020 and you you basically plan your routes. I don't know why this GPS is showing something different. Regardless, we are on our way. Look at those wind turbines, generators. And we should have some music as well. Okay, let's see if I can figure out why the sim toolkit doesn't work properly. Like, it updates itself every other day, and this morning it updated it and it basically reset everything, like all of my settings and stuff. Yeah, even it reset my Twitch token. Okay, that should work now. Maybe. Okay, let me test it. So if we say route, no currently active flight. I'm gonna load it again. Fly now. Oh, okay, now it's working. Okay, try the command one more time, and here we go. Yay, we fixed it. It just doesn't show the phase of the flight correctly, which is well, that's what happens. Like, if it doesn't work from the beginning correctly, it's not. It basically doesn't know if you are cruising, like climbing, or I don't know, descending, stuff like that. Maybe I should turn on the pitot heat. It's already at 0. Okay, we are a little bit.
Charlie Alpha 012, contact Scottish Centre on 119.875.
We are a little bit off course.
119.875, Mirage Charlie Alpha 012. Scottish Centre, Mirage Charlie Alpha 012, 3,000 feet.
But we are directly going towards Aberdeen VOR station. 114.3 is the VOR frequency. And heading we should take is 340. That's 33 and okay. Oh, sorry. The opposite, that would be 160. There we go. So once we reach that, once we reach Aberdeen VOR, we have to take heading 216. Okay, this is 215, 216. Look at this. It shows ETE 23 hours. Or, oh no, this is 22 minutes. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, because I overwrote it. We've had so many long flights that I'm used to like hours and minutes. So what we can do, instead of actually going to heading 216 after reaching Aberdeen VOR station, we can actually go along the coastline and look for exciting sceneries. Yeah. So I think the better way, because we are basically flying just VOR right now anyway, so VFR right now, I'm gonna change that course after Aberdeen VOR to 169. Here, I'll show it on the screen. So once we reach this VOR station, I'm going to just continue with 169 and fly along the coastline. Okay, that's good. That was a huge lightning in the distance. Hey, Boston Boot, how are you doing? We are having a short flight today because like within an hour and a half I have to go to work, but I just wanted to have this first leg of flight in Scotland, so we're flying from Wick to Edinburgh. So right ahead of us is the VOR station of Aberdeen. So after that I'm gonna continue down this almost the same course and fly along the coastline. So we should pass Aberdeen. We're gonna. I want to see if there is anything interesting to see actually there, because I don't know. It's Scotland, right? There should be like castles and stuff here. I don't know how much effort they've put into like putting you know, making those castles. We'll see. We had some glitches right at the beginning as well. I had some updates going on yesterday. Sim toolkit wasn't working, my mic was not working. I mean, my mic was because it was my mistake because it was disconnected. Anyway, I was talking to myself for like 5 minutes at the beginning of the stream, like completely mute. I was looking for a you know, sunny sky for Scotland, but I didn't see anything like for the next 3 or 4 days, and I didn't want to just leave it as that, leave it to that only. So also I've been thinking of properly schedule the stream sessions. I guess it's easier for everyone to track the flights. So I've been thinking of doing like Mondays and Wednesdays. But because of the timing, of course, it has to be I don't know, it has to be like in the morning, because after my work, it's basically, if the weather permits, yeah, exactly, that's correct. But the weather is gonna get better anyway, right? Like, this is very bad right now if you wanted to fly like long range, because anything above us is like freezing very badly. So there is no way I can fly like for 5 hours in this weather. But this is good, short flights. The main challenge right now is the timing, because again, like by the time that I'm done at work, which is 4 p.m. Eastern time, it's totally dark here in this part of the world. So um, I have to do like morning flights for now. On, except weekends. I don't know if there is any interest for that, but yeah, weekends we can do like a little bit later in the afternoon as well, of Eastern time zone. Okay, we're good. Plus 2 degrees outside our temperature. You're in Eastern time zone as well, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. I know this is not the best timing for you as well. But like yeah, it's pretty hard for me to wake up early in the morning. It's perfect? Okay. So it works actually for you then. But was it somebody else who asked me if I do evening flights? You work overnight, okay. So it's basically almost at the end of your shift then. Okay, perfect. By the way, my we got a new follower. Anastasia Russ 119. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Okay, so let me check here. We are almost 10 minutes to Aberdeen VOR station, and then I think these clouds go all the way to the ground. Thanks, sir. Oh no, thank you for being here. You have joined us on day 11 of our flying around the world. We had a challenging time to cross the Atlantic, basically going from Canada to Greenland and then to Iceland and now in Scotland. So finally we can kind of relatively being relaxed and enjoy the beauty of Europe. And if you're in case if you're curious, you can actually see the flight plan if you go down to the about section of my channel, and you will see flying around the world. Speaking of that, I have to update that last part of it, the one that we are flying right now. So this is the, just showing it on the screen as well. So we are flying this leg right now. It's leg 12, day 11 though, because we had 2 flights on day 10. And of course the red ones are what we've flown so far, the blue ones are our future plan, and the green paths are possible additions. This game is calming. Cool, there is Russia. Okay. Yeah, it is very exciting. I've been flying with I mean, I have like 23 plus years of experience in flight sim, but FS 2020 has been the most beautiful one. Like everyone agrees. You're Russian? Nice. I think you're the first Russian that I've had in my stream, as far as I can tell. But yeah, we're gonna fly to Russia as well. I mean, so it's hard to go everywhere in the world. So I'm special. It's the first one and only. Yeah. It's hard to reach every country. It's gonna take forever. So, and the goal is to circumnavigate, but I also added like tours of Africa, South America, and Australia as well. I'm looking for castles and stuff here. These are I guess you friendly guys, so I will watch more often, and we got time sometime we fly to Russia. Yeah, for sure. That's I'm actually on a multiplayer. Like it is I'm online, and I'm mostly on USA East server. So I always say it in my streams that I'm open to group flights. That's the goal anyway, like to find like-minded people to fly together around the world. So hopefully by the end of this series of flights, we can have like a group of like-minded people, so we can do like other like projects, like flight sim projects. Why you fly with little plane? I did see some with real big planes. I've done circumnavigation in big airliners, like in 747, 777, but in P3D. And I've done it with PMDG aircrafts, which are highly detailed. They are very sophisticated, like the way they've modeled it. But I wanted to do like a low flight and basically enjoy the scenery more. And FS 2020 is the go-to sim, in my opinion, for this kind of low altitude flying and small airplanes. Because with big airliners, you have to fly like in higher altitudes, right? You won't actually enjoy the sceneries around you. Yeah, that's the goal. Like I've done like several times like circumnavigation, not in FS 2020, in the previous sims, like FSX, P3D, and yeah. And when they announced what is it? Yes, I understand. Yeah, we're right. Okay. And Boston Boot. I haven't ventured out of US yet. Group flight to South America. Yeah, group South America. Actually, I was flying with Bimint. She's from Germany and she does streaming as well. I actually joined her one of their flights. It was South America, like bush flying, and it was pretty awesome. Like the mountain ranges, it was pretty crazy. So I think this path that I've added is gonna be uh, like, let me just bring it here. The South America path. I'm going to actually make it like, instead of possible, I'm gonna actually put it as future. Like, so the flying down to, you know, Ecuador and Peru, it would be very, very cool, I believe. That sounds awesome, yeah. Especially if you do group flights. Okay, only a couple of, I think less than, let me see. Yeah, a few nautical miles to Aberdeen, VOR. Let's go lower, shall we? Let's stick to 2000. How's the earth? Like plus 4 degrees Celsius. We are good. There are several of those, like very. Wow, that was a that was a close one. Do you hear the thunder? Okay, let's have some drone shots and see. Let me see. My drone joystick doesn't work for some reason. Wait a second, what's going on here? Oh, we just reached the thing. Okay, the viewer station heading. I didn't switch to heading mode. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why my, because I have like a separate controller only for drone shots. That is weird. It is connected, I'm pretty sure. strange, eh? I hope these fogs go away. Okay, let's go lower. I don't see anything. I mean, we're safe. I just want to see stuff. Okay, the coastline is right ahead of us, and I think it's around approximately 7 nautical miles. And this is the runway for, I bet it's Aberdeen Airport. Yeah. Okay, maybe I should just keep it at 1200. You're getting too close. No, no, I just, we're not landing. Our, we are going to Edinburgh. I just lowered the altitude so we can see the scenery. Because I'm looking for like castles and stuff in this area. I wonder if we can find anything, like any... It became so foggy, I couldn't see anything. We still have another 40 minutes of flight. That's the benefit of these short flights, right? Because you can just go close to the ground and not worry about fuel consumption and stuff like that. Can fly a plane in real life. I'm not a real life pilot, but I have been in a real Cessna with my friend who is a flight instructor, and he gave me control when we were airborne, like when we were cruising. So I know how it feels to control a real airplane, but again, I'm not a real. I don't have pilot license. This is something that I'd like to achieve one day in real life. So until that day, I have to stick with flight sim. Same here, yeah. Like, hey, we have a new follower. Hawan, if I'm saying, or Hoan 20, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Grew up in a Cessna. Oh, so you have flown in, like, your parents uh, pilots, Boston boot. If you would give me control of a plane, then there is a no, 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 no. We don't joke for those things. Yeah, your father. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, Anastasia. Don't joke about those things, please, because that's not a very pleasant thing to think about it. With other words, you would crash. Okay, yeah, it happens. Like, crashes. Like, when I was learning how to fly in flight sim, I used to crash like all the time. Like, especially during landing, it takes time for you to learn. That's what flight simulators are for. Uh, oh, I missed that message. Boston Boot. I stopped flying with him after I found girls. How did you find flying less interesting? I can't. I don't get it. But the game looks fun. I would try it, but it's not on PS5 or PS4. You don't have any PC. You can. I because right now it's on only on PC, and then it'll be available on Xbox. But of course, Microsoft only. Okay. I have, but I'm not good on PC. I can start and turn off. That's all. Oh, okay. But you can definitely try it. It's not that difficult. Like, that's the goal uh, of that's how they made FS 2020, with that mentality to make it more, how should I say, like, to make it more welcoming to other people who are not simmers. That's why they made it in a way that it can satisfy both the interest of a sim community and like other gamers. That's why when they released it, there was like a huge surge of people, like people with no experience in flight sim. Uh, in they purchased it, and it was very interesting. Like, there were thousands and thousands of people flying it, uh, in on Twitch the first week especially. It was crazy. I had never seen that many people streaming flight sim, which is very good because it creates bigger market, and bigger market means more demand for uh, you know sim stuff, like hardware and software both. I mean, in short term, it has caused shortage of flight sim hardware, but in long term, it's good, I think, because it, again, bigger market means more request, and then it creates competition. That means in long term, the prices will drop. Like, you will see better equipment, like joysticks, yokes, stuff like that, with lower prices, higher qualities. That makes sense. I don't know why I can't use my my drone thing. What's that? Is that supposed to be a castle or some sort, or is that like a hotel? I don't know. You know what? I'm actually going to hand fly this part so I can have Hey Mango Mango, how are you doing? I'm fine. I did miss your trip from Iceland to Scotland, though. How was it? Yeah, it was good, but it was mostly like half of it was after dark. So, but it wasn't challenging, like because we had like a very limited window of opportunity. It was like completely lucky. Um, like no icing. It was just a little bit of icing, but I completely avoided it. I was flying at 13,000 feet, and basically it was perfect. Except it was just like half of it was after dark, which I didn't have any choice. Um, but it was over the ocean, and it was long. It was long, and but we did it, and we are in Scotland and flying to Edinburgh right now. So, and the funny thing is that if I hadn't done it, we would have been stuck in Iceland, because I we flew like on Friday, right? And when I was checking on Friday, for the next 8 days, it was basically unflyable. I couldn't fly that path at all because of the storms and icing. So it was a lucky opportunity that
Going to 11 Niner
we
Decimal
found.
875 Mirage Charlie Alpha 012. Scottish Center Mirage Charlie Alpha 012 1000 feet.
Around Charlie Alpha 012 Scottish Center. Continue to Copper Tango Hotel and plan. Altimeter 29.80.
So these buildings, they are like big buildings at the middle of nowhere. So I wonder if they're supposed to be castles, but the AI has interpreted them as buildings. I wonder, you know? Do you have a VFR map to help you with landmarks? I have a Navigraph, which is on the screen. I don't know. I've never actually used the VFR map of the flight sim that much. especially after there was a bug with it. I can try it because I think they fixed it. Okay, here. I mean, this doesn't show much anyway. Yeah, this doesn't show. I can bring up Sky Vector. So what I'm doing is basically we are going from Aberdeen VOR to Edinburgh along the coastline. So let me see. Sky Vector. I don't know if that shows anything more. But by the look of these terrains, you can tell that there must be like castles along this line. Because like imagine like in the old days, these high grounds, like these highlands, would have been perfect for making castles, right? And I'm sure there are castles in these parts. I wish we had like a Scottish tour guide with us. So yeah, this is Navigraph of the same area, and I don't see like a special marking for landmarks. Yeah, I mean something like Sky Vector, which only has good VFR map coverage for US. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't have anything other than that. Like that's all. This is the Sky Vector. I can't wait for Navigraph to release their VFR charts. They've been talking about it a lot lately. So I'm waiting for them to improve their VFR chart. What is this big building right on the coast? It's weird. Let's go higher a little bit. See, I bet this should be a castle. But these are all like AI generated, right? Based on the satellite imageries. Because like, why would you have this building like in this like it's not even a town, it's like very, I don't know, cottage area type of deal. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Because for like these apartment complexes like this, you would see them in a city, not like at the middle of somewhere remote. maybe they didn't put enough effort to put, you know, special buildings in Scotland. These are just general like generic buildings in my opinion, like AI generated, yeah. Nothing special about them. So also I was mentioning it earlier, since we are in like the mainland Europe area, we can have like a better schedule for our flights, of course, weather permitting. So I was thinking Mondays and Wednesdays, basically same time, around the same time, because I have to do it early morning of my time, because I have work after that. Excuse me. But then if I wait until after my work, then it'll be dark. It'll be after sunset in this part of the world. Because of course we are flying real time, real weather, right? So Mondays and Wednesdays for sure, we're gonna have morning flights of my time, which is Atlantic time. It's basically 1 hour ahead of Eastern time zone, but I usually mention like Eastern time because it's easier for people to relate to it. It's like New York time, Eastern time. So like I'd say between 4 to 5 a.m. Eastern time zone. And then I can add like a weekend time as well, so we can have later in the day, not like an early morning one, but midday for the people who can't join the stream at like that early for now until we are in Europe. I'm sure that'll help if anyone wants to follow or join for the multiplayer and group flying. That makes it better to schedule and stuff like that. Look at these. Okay, I'm gonna go circle around those. They kind of look like castle-ish, I guess. Or not, I don't know. They're strange build structures though. Definitely these are not handmade or custom buildings. These are like all AI generated based on the satellite images. So for the next flight, what I'm gonna do is actually I will try to do a little bit of research like the day before along our path to see like what we should expect to see in that area instead of just guessing. I think that would be better. I'll try that for the next leg. Yeah. That would be on Wednesday, hopefully, weather permitting. Like anything here is weather permitting. But of course, the more we go towards south, the landmarks would be more, you know, custom made and more effort into them. So it is like way up north still for flight sim. But to all fairness, we are seeing much more stuff compared to, let's say, for example, Greenland. Like Greenland was so glitched out. like those crazy mountains going all the way 14,000 feet in the sky, which is not realistic. Like we are getting like very good satellite based sceneries. This is pretty good scenery, yeah. Like in the past, like in P3D, you needed to pay like so much money for like every region, like for example Orbex or other sceneries, to get such detailed scenery. It's pretty amazing, like all of these is like out of the box, like it comes with the sim. It's pretty awesome. I mean, of course, it was expected. It's not a surprise. Like when they announced FS 2020 last year, and when I saw those like trailers, that's when this idea of flying around the world like at low altitude came to my mind, like in GA aircrafts, because you could see the stuff like this. So once we fly over this town or city, I'm gonna fly down. I'm gonna head down to left to 160, I think. Well, no, actually, yeah, 180, which Edinburgh is located. We're getting some stutters. I don't know if it's because of the weather or more complex scenery. Well, let's have a look in that area too. The radio sound is so like degraded because you're flying so low. That's interesting. They've modeled that as well. That's a weird building. Okay, set. I'm gonna set the heading this way. Okay. That's done the airport based on the charts we have, and then there should be another airport on this side somewhere. But where we're going is almost ahead of us, to Edinburgh.
Mirage Charlie Alpha 012, contact Quasimountain approach on ONE 23.3.
1001. Yeah.
Mirage Charlie Alpha 012.
So like we are safe at 2000.
Aussie Mount approach Mirage Charlie Alpha 012, 1,700 feet.
Mirage Charlie Alpha 012 Aussie Mount approach. Continue to glaze as planned. Altimeter 29.75.
Okay. So Edinburgh. You only have. Why is it rotated like this? Anyway. This is pretty simple. Not a complicated airport. But we have star after a while. Whoa. That was pretty close. I mean, kind of. Edinburgh ADF 341. Boom. Oops. So let me see. Both runways have ILS. I don't know which one is active though. So we'll see. Nearest airport. Neither of them. You have that many airports in this area. EGPH. Oh well. We'll come back to this once we get closer. Let's go lower a tiny bit. The airspace is getting busier, obviously. Technically, we are not allowed to fly this low, like in real life. When you have like wind generators like this, you have to fly way above them. I don't know the exact minimums in this area. Sorry, my phone, I have to mute it. These clouds are killing my FPS. Looks good. I wonder if you can see Edinburgh now. Oh, here. EGPH. Okay. So this is ILS runway 24. It's pretty straightforward. Approaching from this side. So that is 108.9. And then 241 the heading. There we go. What's that building? Okay, let's go see. I wonder if it's a glitch or it's actually a tall building like that. I feel like the you know, lightnings in this sim, they look like slow motion. I mean, in real life, when there is lightning, it's like a flash of light. It doesn't like fade in and fade out. It's a weird tall building. Nothing super exciting though. Oh, okay. So that's the runway right there, I guess. It should be there. So my next flight, next day's flight is to Newcastle, and that's even a shorter flight. It's only 100 nautical miles, so I think we can schedule it right now for Wednesday at 5 a.m. Eastern time. So wherever you are, you can convert that, again, weather permitting. And I'll make sure to check for any, anything that we can predict along the path. Those are interesting buildings. We can check them out on Wednesday when we are going to fly out from Edinburgh. See, the lightnings are like slow motion. In reality, it should just like a flash of light in a split of second. Okay, flaps 10. Okay, let's get locked into the position. To lock my chair. I've got these wheels for my chair that they have locks, so I can actually use my rudder pedal. I wasn't able to do that before. I was just pushing myself back. Okay, autopilot disengage. We passed the ADF point station. Flaps 20. Flaps 30. Did we get clearance to land? Clear to land, okay. I didn't even hear it. It's a pretty runway. Keep it. Flaps up. Minus 58. Not bad. I forgot to guess. I actually thought about it like in the last 200 feet up in the ground. I was like, no, that's too late if I want to mention it. Like I was just trying to focus. But yeah, thank you. Next time.
Mirage Charlie Alpha 012 exit runway when able.
Okay, where is my taxi chart? Okay, there is taxiway Bravo ahead to the right. Left, I mean, sorry. Can you keep it, airplane? Why does it do that? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I will. Where is GA area? Terminal is the first one, based on what I see here. Oh, the GA is all the way to that side. Did you see that? That's like an airplane. That's a picture of an airplane. There's the wings. It's from the satellite imagery. That was funny. What's that car is doing here? Yeah, maybe they could come up with a method to delete those. Yeah, I hope. Those are like weird things to see. It's like remnant of an aircraft that used to fly here. It's kind of weird, when you think about it. Okay, car, get out of my way. Kidding me? Clip my wing. This is the annoying part when you fly in GA, and if you land in like a larger airport, like you have to taxi forever to get to the GA parking area. Like usually I don't know, you land like on a main runway, and then the GA is like way to, like the other side of the airport. Okay, I'm gonna just park here. Or maybe the next one. I don't see any lines here. Oh, here. And we are here in Edinburgh, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for flying with Captain Arash Airlines. And I hope to see you all on Wednesday around the same time. I'd say, yeah, 5 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah, thanks for sticking around, Boston Boot, and I will see you on Wednesday. This is Arash signing off. Bye.